Nissanka tonight.
With an offer, he goes hard. He throws his bat at it. That's been where he's been able to put pressure on the bowlers. Good off the pads as well, but they've stayed away from that area today, the Bangladesh bowlers.
Souma Sarkar is not going to offer too much pace for the batters to work with. They'll have to try to use the angles just like that. Very nicely done. Direct hit from quite a distance. Polite appeal. Might just have a quick look at that one.
Yeah, it's closer than what we think, because I don't think he ran his bat in.
TV umpire to director, we have an umpire review for run out at the striker's end. See your best side on angle, please. Keep it rolling through, yeah. Backgrounded behind the line, ready with my decision for the big screen.
One look was enough to say the Nexus Pay not out is on. And yeah, it looked a little lethargic at the end of that, but did enough to just slide his bat in at the right time. Oh, that surprised him.
Does that now and again, Souma Sarkar. We've seen that. Not for the first time, even in the T20s. Suddenly, he gets some extra bounce. Now the two batters, another situation, there's a decision to be made. You got Taijul from the other end introduced, Souma Sarkar from here. Now if you go after one of them, what does Shanto do? But is it the situation? Is that situation right for these two to do that, to put Shanto's plans in disarray of that they can't afford to lose a wicket here? That's the problem. Those 3 wickets that they lost early holds them back a wee bit.
It does, but they've just done a sterling job in recovering from that rather disastrous start. Oh, that's just off the gloves. There's a bit of a shout from Souma Sarkar. He's been surprising the batters.
Because right now, Shanto's looking to get through a few overs. So if you don't allow that to happen, it's a problem. He can't go back to his main bowlers, but they're just bowled out. He's trying to get them fresh for the next spell. It's a time where consider options and see, okay, you calculated risk. Shall we hit him out of the attack, or do we play the ball on its merits?
Whips that away, just drifting down leg. It's found the field in the deep. But so far, Souma Sarkar has done well to restrict them to the 4 runs in his 5 deliveries. Taijul in the previous over, 3 runs. So it's a little bit of cushion here for Najmul Hossain Shanto to persist with these two for at least the next 3 or 4 overs.
He'd like to do that. Certainly would. Get through some here.
Oh, beauty. Oh, very close, but not close enough. 21 overs done. It's 121 for 3.
ফুড পান্ডায় চলছে গ্র্যান্ড রামাদান ফেস্ট। ইফতার হোক বা সেহরি, পছন্দের খাবার সিলেক্ট করে অর্ডার প্লিজ।
At one point, Sri Lanka were 43 for 3 in chase of 287. They are now 121 for 3, and the partnership between Nissanka and Asalanka reached 78 of 95 deliveries. Both the batters are complementing each other. Calm things down. Waiting for their opportunities. Past 2 overs been good from Bangladesh's point of view. Taijul Islam onto his second over. Goes for the slot sweep. Going down the leg side. Good evening, Atabhai.
Coming, boys. Good evening, Mazhar. Good evening, all. The partnership has just eased things for Sri Lanka. 78 of 97. The required run rate is under 6 runs in an over. So they don't really need to take any risk whatsoever. And it is a good surface to bat on. We already seen that what Bangladesh did, especially in the last 10 overs. In the last 3 overs, 43, last 10, 80.
But Nazmul Hossain Shanta will be hoping to squeeze a few overs from here on, dried up the boundaries. Time since last boundary, 17 deliveries. It's a good phase from Bangladesh's point of view. If they can keep things calm for another 4 to 5 overs, build a bit pressure with the 2 set batters at the crease for Sri Lanka. Closes the face of the bat early. It was in the air for a while.
Coming, lads. All sorts of things are happening, boys.
He's batted well, so has Nisanka. 44 of 49 for Asalanka. Turning out to be a good over.
Slog sweep, Charit Asalanka reaches to his 50 with a sixer of Taijul Islam.
Yeah, 6 to finish the over. He picks up his 50. It's 128 for 3.
এখন প্রতিটি 150 গ্রাম ক্লোজ আপের সাথে বুঝে নিন একটি কফি মাগ।
A runner ball 50 by Charit Asalanka, his second against Bangladesh. He's also scored 100 against Bangladesh in the past. And he came at a time when Sri Lanka were struggling on 43 for 3. But he played with a positive frame of mind, took the pressure off from Nisanka at the other end. 3 4s and 3 6s. The third 6 that he struck in the last ball of the previous over against Taijul Islam, bending on his knees, eyeing out early, and clears the ground quite comfortably, 71 meters.
Yeah, he's been strong, very strong. That is his wagon wheel. A couple of sixes on the onside, strong on the off, square of the wicket. He's been presented opportunities to play off the back foot and he hasn't disappointed. You mentioned about his 100 against Bangladesh. That was in the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup recently in India, but he ended up on the losing side because Bangladesh won that match. So that might be playing in his mind. So he now is in a position to turn things around in his team's favour. There's still a long way to go. No real pressure. 7 wickets in hand. Bangladesh need wickets.
Inside edge. Yeah, Charit Asalanka took the pressure off Nisanka and played the role of the aggressor. They were under pressure when Asalanka walked into the middle. Since then, he looked flawless. And Nisanka on the other end, 53 of 65 deliveries. He's got 200s and a 50 in his last 5 games that he played, including this one. He also scored a double 100 against Afghanistan, Pathum Nisanka.
Well, he's the one who's held it together because he came to open the innings for Sri Lanka and is still there. He hasn't taken any risk whatsoever. I was just thinking about Shariful Islam. Was he in the field? He's not, because Anamulak Bijoy is substituting for him. Because I was just talking to our statistician, asking him when was the last time did Shariful Islam bowl? In the 9th over. since then he hasn't been seen in the attack. I hope he's fine because he's off the field. I don't know for what reason. He fell on the balls. I hope he comes back because Bangladesh need his services in the bowling attack because they need to find someone to break this partnership. End of the over.
Not a bad over. Just a couple of runs. 130 for 3.
ভাড়া ভাই স্বপ্ন তো বড় লিমিটে তো ছোট হইলে চলবে আনলিমিটেড লাইফ চলুক গ্রামীণ ফোনের মান্থলি প্ল্যানে এক প্ল্যানে 1 মাস
ফুড প্যান্ডায় চলছে গ্র্যান্ড রামাদান ফেস্ট ইফতার হোক
already reached to their 50s. Taijul to continue. Bowling a lot slower, Taijul.
This is what happened in the last over. Tariqul Islam cramping up.
Wicket, boys. Coming here, lads. One stoppage, boy.
Oh, pretty close, very, very close. Trying to just eyeing to cut that one. Can be in trouble if the ball hits the pad first.
Came off the arm of Taijul Islam. He's an experienced campaigner. Trying to cement his place in the ODI side. Down the leg side, played fine. Taskin Ahmed does well to stop that one, but still the ball races towards the fence for 4. Taijul Islam not happy.
The first attempt that he made, Taskin Ahmed, it looked like he might have just got some part of the hand. Yep, but not enough. Because it still went on to the boundary. Yeah, they need to find a bowler to break this partnership because this is getting easier for Sri Lanka. 152 in 26.3 overs. And look at how comfortable both are batting. They have no reasons to take any risk whatsoever. Runs and coming thick and fast. They're going at a rate of 5.75, the run rate. The required run rate is similar, quite similar. 5.73.
Keep hanging there, TJ. Keep hanging there, TJ.
That's the reason why I feel that Shanta will need to think in terms of who is the bowler going to pick or break this partnership. Too many singles easily been taken also. So no real pressure at the moment from the Bangladesh bowlers.
So the bat is doing things right for Sri Lanka. Not looking for those big strokes. Rotating the strikes, and every now and then they might get a boundary to ease the pressure. At the moment, Bangladesh are under some sort of pressure. They need to break this partnership, which is going strong now. 94 of 112 deliveries. Dot ball to end the over. Still 7 runs from it. Sri Lanka 137 for 3.
এই ঈদে নতুন জুতা স্টাইলড বাই বাটা
Sri Lanka are in a better position compared to Bangladesh. At this stage, they are 137 for 3. Bangladesh were 135 for 4. And they need 150 runs to win of 26 overs. Shomo Sharka to continue. I think he bowled well. The first 2 overs gave away 6 runs. More importantly, Don't give away easy opportunities to the batters. 6 bowlers being used so far. As you mentioned, the fast bowlers need to play a big role again in the middle overs.
It's not going to be easy because there are 2 set batters in the crease. But they need a bowler to bowl that special delivery where he can pick up a wicket and break this partnership, get a new batter in. That's the one of the way to put a little bit pressure on Sri Lanka at the moment. And it's a third over. He's doing a pretty decent job with the ball, Somo Sharkar. But can he produce a wicket-taking delivery is the big question.
Playing according to the merit of the delivery, the Sri Lankan batters. From Bangladesh's point of view, they're hoping the Sri Lankan batters to make some mistake. Lianage padded up, batted well on the other day. He's also the man in form for Sri Lanka. Nicely bowled. Very good bowling. I think he can be a very handy all-rounder, Atharbhai. We know what is he capable of with the bat. But when it comes to his bowling, what are the areas you think he needs to develop?
Well, he's doing I think, a pretty decent job with the ball at the moment. Bowl stump to stump. The problem is there's nothing happening in terms of any assistance off the surface for the seamers. He's just keeping it pretty simple and straight. Bowl stump to stump and expect the batters to do any sort of mistake whatsoever if there is a possibility. I don't think that he needs to do anything differently. That's the way he bowls, and if he bowls and gives away 9 or 10 runs in 3 overs, well, you've done your job. To be able to develop his skills, to get some kind of movement or purchase from the surface on this kind of a track, is something that can be developed. Good looking shot straight to the fielder to finish the over. After 25, it's 140 for 3.
আবারও বাংলাদেশ ক্রিকেট টিমের গর্বিত স্পন্সর রবি। আবারও বাংলাদেশ ক্রিকেট টিমের গর্বিত স্পন্সর রবি।
The blue worm slowly catching in the green one, courtesy of this partnership between Nisanka and Asalanka. To reach to 97 now. They're chasing 287. Some very young faces and Sri Lankan supporters. They've got a big contingent here in Chattogram. There are many students studying here in Chattogram. So they've got some support here in Chattogram, the Sri Lankan players, and at the moment they are doing really well. May their son Miraj replaces Taijul, 23 from his first 4 overs. Slog sweep, Charit Asalanka, fast ball greeted with a sixer. That was a powerful stroke from the left-hander.
Top shot brings up the 100 partnership for Sri Lanka. He was the bowler who picked up the wicket of Charita Asalanka in the previous One Day International. It was in the slot. And the time that he has spent in this partnership, he's not going to mess around. 80 meters, that is a big blow. Top shot. He's turning out to be a thorn for Bangladesh. Yes, partnership more than 100. It is sloppy. Has gone through. I don't know what he was trying to do. He'll allow the batters to cross over for a single.
Charita Asalanka scored an unbeaten 97 against Afghanistan in the second ODI. They are 2 down for 36. Since then, Asalanka took the responsibility and make sure they go on to post 300 plus total. So the top 5 Sri Lankan batters are among the runs. It's going to be crucial from Bangladesh's point of view to break this partnership. At the moment, things are looking quite comfortable for the 2 Sri Lankan batters. Midon goes deep at long on for left-handed Asalanka.
Yeah, he's a solid middle order bat for Sri Lanka. He averages more than 40. He averages 42 in one-day internationals. Charit Asalanka. And if you can survive the early period, remember the early period is a period where the batters can get out, can get a good delivery. But once he survives there and survives for the first 5 overs or so, he looks a different player altogether. Solid in defense, he's an attacking player, picks up the spots nicely. It's getting difficult now for Bangladesh, but a wicket and can change things around. Remember, that's exactly what happened when the Bangladesh was cruising at 130. For 2. Again, a single taken. That adds up to 10 in that over. 150 is on the board. 150 for 3.
এক আমি করছি অনেক কিছু নেসক্যাফের সাথে দুনিয়া হাতে।
107 of 125 balls this partnership between Nisanka and Asalanka. And it's the left-handed Asalanka who remained the aggressor, scoring 63 of 61 from that 100-plus partnership, allowing Nisanka to bat deep. Shomo Sharka to continue. 9 runs from his 3 overs so far. Nisanka now comes down the track and joins the party with a boundary of the very first ball.
This is where the captaincy comes into the play. We saw Nazmul Hossain Shanto did a terrific job in terms of the leadership, the qualities that he showed as a leader in the previous game. And now he had Shomo Sharka bowled 3 overs for 9 runs, but the first delivery of this over has gone to the boundary. So the batter said enough is enough, okay? We're not going to get bogged down by someone who's a part-timer. He's not a frontline bowler, but he's done a good job. And it's important for Nazmul Hossain Shanto to realize the fact that how long do you want someone like Shomo Sharka to be in the attack? Because you're talking about wickets here. You need wickets. If you look at the top 3 bowlers, Shoriful Islam, Tanzim Hasan Saqib and Taskin Ahmad, all have bowled 5 overs apiece, 2 for 30 for Shoriful, none for 35 in 5 for Tanzim, and Taskin 1 for 26. So get one of those bowlers.
Pathum Nisanka showing his intentions. He remained quiet for a while, but in this over, he's trying to charge Shomo Sharka and probably put pressure on the part-timer. They know Nazmul Hossain Shanto is trying to squeeze in a few overs, probably recharging his 3 seamers to be brought into the attack later in the innings. And shot pulled away. Just going back to the Shomo Sharka's ability as a seamer, the seaming all-rounder, this reminds me of someone like Mohammad Saifuddin, who was brilliant in the BPL, not picked in the T20I squad. He can be a handy all-rounder, seaming option from Bangladesh's point of view. Shoriful Islam back in the field, warming up. Shot pulled away, a cracking stroke by Pathum Nisanka. It was there to be hit.
Well, that's the problem. If you continue not to have a frontline seamer on this kind of a surface, then you're asking for trouble. They took their time, just 3 overs, and said, okay, fine. So if he continues, I'm going to cash in. It's all about cashing in, knowing and picking up the gaps and picking up the bowlers. Short ball, nothing delivery. Easy, too easy. One bounce to the fence. Now the fielder at fine leg comes inside the circle. And the fielder at mid-on goes back.
Looking for the second, Pathum Nisanka. Good call by Asalanka as well. Comfortably taken. Another big over, 12 from it. Sri Lanka 162 for 3.
ভাড়া ভাই স্বপ্ন তো বড় লিমিট এত ছোট হইলে চলবে আনলিমিটেড লাইফ চলুক গ্রামীণ ফোনের মান্থলি প্ল্যানে এক প্ল্যানে 1 মাস
Despite losing 3 early wickets, Sri Lanka bounced back well, riding on Pathum Nisanka and Asalanka's 119-run stand. And this partnership is looking dangerous from Bangladesh's point of view now. Nothing in the surface. Too easy for the two batters out there.
And nothing for the seamers, nothing for the spinners at the moment. Ball sitting up nicely, the playing and from the crease. Too easy at the moment. Too well set batter. Looking to take their team home and stay alive in this series. They have to win tonight to ensure the third one turns out to be a decider. Bangladesh will be hoping that they can turn things around here. Good feeling. You have got to have those 3 bowlers try and see whether, bring him on for a couple of overs, 1 or 2, and see whether he can create any kind of opportunities. I'm talking about the seamers here, Shoriful, Tanzim and Taskin.
Things gone pretty quiet from Bangladesh's point of view in the last few overs. You can see the body language of the Bangladeshi fielders. Nazmul Hossain Shanto really needs to regroup and probably have a chat with his players to bring in some intent and aggression
It's a pretty loose pass. Has a goal! That is the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.